What's up, Gemini? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. Guys, if you're new to my channel, on this channel I combine tarot and channeling with the universal law of assumption, consciousness and manifesting. So when we do check-ins on this channel, we just look at how you can actually shift your dynamic with your specific person, shift out of unwanted cycles and patterns, etc. So if that's what you like, then stick with me. If you're looking for a traditional psychic or a tarot reader, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit 20. If you want to follow me on social media, I've put the links to those in the description box as well, and also links for my private sessions where I do what I'm doing right now. Okay, guys? So Gemini, we're going to do the person on your mind, how they feel about you, how do you feel about them, and a projected potential. The reason I say that is why? Because we're talking about universal law. This is one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Gemini, have selected, are selecting, manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everyone is you pushed out. Your desires are meant for you. You can have any version of anyone that you desire, or anyone really. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in you, Gemini, the version of you that you're being, your state of consciousness, and a reselection of your dominant thoughts and assumptions. So I also like to teach as I go. I also have a whole playlist on manifesting. And guys, I've just launched an entire course that takes you through all the fundamentals and the practical application so that you can be the operant power of your reality and be the master manifester that you already are. It's just like I help you to actually apply this. Okay? All right, guys, Gemini, the person on your mind, Two of Cups is in the reverse. Okay, so questions around mutuality, mutual feelings sometimes maybe, at least in the recent perceived past. Ace of Cups, but they want to renew the love. They want to rebirth it, and there's been burdens connected to this situation, Gemini. So they want to let go of the burdens and have a new start, a new love beginning. Definitely lots of emotion. So there's an Eight of Cups there in the recent past. There's an Ace of Swords. There's a Six of Swords. They want to move in a smoother direction. Some of you travel and over water is a factor, okay? Conditional and circumstantial, so it's not so important, but I'll explain when I get to you. The Ace of Swords in the reverse here is like lack of clarity maybe, or things that have gone unsaid. Ace of Swords, so someone might have disconnected. But then we have that Ace of Cups. So see how I trust what I channel in the opening. They do want a rebirth with you. And then the Four of Pentacles. So there's been a bit of holding back. So this Ace of Swords in the reverse, to me, this isn't about dishonesty necessarily, but it's about maybe holding back on saying what they want to say, or there's been issues to do with that. There has been some kind of a disconnect or a feeling of disconnect between the two of you, like because of maybe a move or a relocation, or otherwise, you know, this insecurity of saying what's what or expressing feelings has led to maybe that Two of Cups in the reverse, that feeling of like, is this mutual? Now that Eight of Cups also, that, you know, this could be about leaving behind what hasn't been working between the two of you, and that could be fears and insecurities about speaking up, speaking the truth, speaking about feelings, and this would be about moving things in a smoother direction. There could be some jealousy issues, you know, that Two of Cups in the reverse. There could be questions like, do you love me like I love you? Do you love other people? And I don't even know if that's founded, okay? Let me have a look at this Eight of Cups. But yeah, exactly. This Eight of Cups is like wanting to leave behind Five of Swords, stress, conflict, and tension between the two of you, okay? Let's look at this Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, issues to do with not saying what's what. And so that had caused at least the recent perceived past, because everything exists right now, guys. So when you shift your awareness, we can have a totally different version of this connection. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is like questions around reciprocity, and not, you know, because of the issues to do with communication, there's a trigger of insecurity and are you on the same page as me? Now for some of you, you know, clashing in tension of feeling unsupported, and then, you know, it could just be this dynamic that got ping-pongs back and forth to this now moment, guys. All right, again, there you pushed out, so we can shift it. Tell me about this Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Swords, feeling stuck, maybe there was a bit of indecision, you know, on the way forward, and clashings and tensions about that, like insecurity, because it was just not very clear. And this has something to do with not expressing true feelings, or insecurity, you know. Let me see about this Two of Swords. Not feeling very like chosen, like the commitment's chosen, but not about other people. You know what I mean? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, like lack of effort in the connection. And for some of you, things have been stuck because there's issues to do with like work and career and financial matters, and feeling like insecure about being able to support the connection. But the Judgment card is revival energy, and we have an Ace of Cups. So this would be about a new start and an emotional start. So because here to date, there's been clashing with words, issues to do with clarity, about feelings, insecurities, financial insecurities, maybe even triggering of emotional insecurities, and then lack of emotion, something like that. This is revival, Judgment card, okay? So we've got Scorpio energy. What else do they feel about Gemini? Four of Cups, exactly. Revival after, see, the Cups cards are like, they want a new start that's more loving. And the Four of Cups is this kind of feeling of emotional rejection, or a fear of like speaking up and saying what's what, because of fear, like what that they have to offer you, you're not really taking it. You might mutually kind of have that dynamic of, or have had that dynamic, okay? And the Six of Swords is, let's move into a smoother direction after the Five of Swords, which is clashing in tensions, okay? So there's a Seven of Pentacles here, a foundation between the two of you, but it looks like it's been stalled in terms of putting effort into the situation. So, you know, Gemini, you may feel like they're not really putting in the effort and it's not mutual. If I'm going to play like devil's advocate, well, they might feel the same. It's a dynamic, so it causes clashing. Or has, and maybe some of you have disconnected in a moment, okay? Easily fixable, you want them back, they still love you and they want to have a new start with the love. I'll get the Oracle cards to clarify more. Judgment card is revival, and you know, they might also have a fear of abandonment and disappointment, so they hold back quite a lot, okay? Eight of Pentacles, clashing about putting more effort into actually each other. Okay, and the love. So look, also Seven of Pentacles, you know, there's insecurities potentially with career and finances. Like this person seems to be looking at these pentacles, waiting for them to grow. I mean, some of you, there's been a move and a relocation for career, something like that. And that's created insecurity between the two of you, stuckness and stagnancy. But, you know, I don't feel like this person is like completely wanting to really walk away from this. This is, you know, a new start. So let's have a look at you, because the King of Cups here is in the reverse. So there is a bit of this thing like, has the love been withdrawn, okay? And there's an insecurity about trusting the love, okay? And maybe difficulty, like, you know, a King of Cups in the upright is someone that's mastered their emotions, is emotionally mature, and this could be the issue. So Gemini, if you have manifested the version that comes across that way, even though we have an Ace of Cups, and this is about pouring the love in, maybe you've had a clash because of this theme, you just need to be like, no, they're so emotionally available, they're so loving, attentive. Yeah, what was I going to say, guys? Sorry, it's early in the morning. If you check out my course Shifted, guys, we go through all the fundamentals, and we also talk about how in the bonus module on specific person, how you can actually rewrite any characteristic or whatever of a person purely through shifting yourself, your self-concept, and you know, your dominant thoughts and assumptions about them, and you will shift the dynamic altogether. So you can check out the link in the bio if you're interested. Nine of Wands, how do you feel about them, Gemini? Eight of Wands. Okay, so communication, you want to talk. Nine of Wands, there is a bit of a guardedness. I think there's guardedness when it comes to saying what's what and communicating, okay? Eight of Wands is also air travel. So for some of you, yes, that might be the factor. Judgment card, Judgment card. You both want this revival, okay? Knight of Wands, passion, chemistry. Two of Pentacles, back and forth, prioritizing the connection. Maybe this gets a bit quote unquote hot and cold, or was getting hot and cold, and that was coming down to insecurities with communication and there's definitely passion here. Could be back and forth about the direction if career and finances are a big factor. So prioritizing the connection could have been a stress. Let's see, but you want Eight of Wands had to come out, but you want to communicate. And the Devil card's in the reverse with the Sun card. This person, you find them that they give you joy and happiness. The Devil card is kind of what's not working. You know, I mean, the Devil card can be kind of fear. You know, so Gemini, I challenge you, like, I mean, that this can be, there's fears and insecurities going on here. And so this could be like, can we break free from that? You know, I want one more on that Devil card. Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse. And I'm almost certain I saw that over here. It's like this fear, is the love mutual, really like emotional block and restraint. And so like on one hand, this person makes you happy, no doubt chemistry, but then there's a lot of these fears and actually like, okay, are you reciprocating? So Gemini, all it takes is for you to be the one that assumes, of course they do. Of course they love me. They're so loving. They're totally into me, because this could be a lot of attraction and desire, but the Cups cards I'm having an issue with. It's like showing up emotionally for one another. So, you know, you can take control of the narrative. You just need to be the version of Gemini that knows that you're lovable. Love is always returned. Love is safe and secure. This person's going over and above to make you feel loved, adored, chosen, prioritized. They, you know, they're obsessed with, if you want to be careful with obsessed, guys, whatever that means to you, but they're obsessed with you in the most loving way. Communication's perfect. If they're overseas and that's an issue, or work and career is an issue, don't make it an issue. If you want to be living with this person and they have a job overseas, just affirm it. You have no idea all the pieces that move so fast. But there's something here with this Devil card. This is like fears and insecurities. It's still attachment though. So you seem to feel like, you know, it's hard to let it go. And here also, this is like somewhere between hold on or let go. And the issue here is the clashing and the tension and this sort of like stagnancy when it comes to opening up emotionally. And that is what causes this sort of ping-ponging back and forth. Yeah, Ace of Swords, guys, literally in the reverse, just like over here. Lack of clarity and truth with one another, okay? So Gemini, very easy, okay? They are you pushed out. They're not robots, but when you shift what you think and assume about them and what you think and assume they think and assume about you, you have a totally different version of the person. Fucking test it out if you don't believe me. It works. Seriously. And be the version, work on self-concept. That's why I made that whole course on identity shifting. It's all you. It's the version of you that you're being. You can have it right now. Everything exists right now. So this reading is already expired, guys, if you want to shift it. So we don't want to hold this person dominantly in the assumption they're an avoidant. They're never open. They don't open up emotionally. They don't this. It's not. You will just go round and round. We just want to select the best possible version with the imagination. It exists. They will materialize for you. And you need to change your dominant thoughts and assumptions, okay? That's really it. I mean, on the other hand, they make you happy. It's like Knight of Wands and there is attraction. Okay, Page of Wands, there is attraction. And you know, partly want to take this in a new direction. You know, it can be flirty and fun. But then it's like it's kind of stagnant in terms of the goal for the long term. It's like there's uncertainty here. So make a decision for yourself, Gemini, about what you actually want. I'm going to get the Oracle cards. You both have Judgment card and Judgment card. You might mutually think that you're like very judgmental of one another as well. So you get insecure and you hold back. So it's just a dynamic that's easily shiftable. You know, for you, like I would say the Devil card, breaking free from your own limiting beliefs and fears that, you know, the love is not returned, and then this causing back and forth. I can see that there's definitely been a focus on attraction, etc. But then there's been something to do with the Cups card. So open your heart to actually receive it. And accept that this person loves you and assume that they do, and they're going to show up more loving. and there is an Ace of Cups. So maybe, you know, this is the other thing, guys. It's like if you're stuck in a state of consciousness, a state of being where you assume this person doesn't love you, you're not even going to be able to perceive it. If they come in and try, you're going to reject it because you have an assumption that this is how they are, and things just continue to seem to persist, but it's just you and your state. So we shift states and identity, and then we are in a totally different reality. And then our thoughts and assumptions, your thoughts literally do create your reality, guys. This person, they're projected outwards. This person plays the role. Okay? I don't know, Gemini. I hope that helps some of you. Let me just see what's going on. And you both have Judgment card. There's a revival energy. Okay? Red flags. Oh, God. There's trust issues here, okay? Insecurities, red flags. Determined, holding on, persisting. Here we go. Insecurity, hold on, let go, red flags. I mean, there's jealousy issues. This is cheating, deception. I don't think you're cheating on one another, but the deception thing, Ace of Swords in the reverse, not really being very upfront with one another, that creates insecurities and fears. And it's that dynamic. It's you know, holding on really tight, but don't want to let go. Fear and insecurity. It could be a push-pull thing, guys, and that itself is a label for a dynamic. You can easily change that, okay? We've got deception again, guys. Self-love, taking back control, control issues, unfaithful with jealousy. I did not see any third parties, guys. I mean, I really think that this lack of communication creates a dynamic where you're not trusting one another at all, and you question each other, but then you hold on to one another. I'm not even seeing like any third parties. I mean, you both might have a story that love isn't safe, or the fact that you're both not very open with one another means that it's created a dynamic where you're like tit for tat, like push pull, and then the other one assumes that you're messing around and vice versa, and I just don't see that, okay? Yeah, unsure, sick and tired cycles. Opposites attract, not your usual type. We've got pleasure, desire, intense feelings. Guys, what else? Okay, yeah, roller coaster, addictions, toxic connection. This is the thing, guys. Do I think this is a toxic connection? I think the dynamic potentially can get toxic because there's too much back and forth and lack of clarity and honesty in this version, which you can fuck in a bucket right now. Those of you that want it, Gemini, I never encourage anyone. It's totally within your control, okay? But this thing with the control, okay, self-love issues, it says, but then it's like taking back control. It's like a power struggle. Now, with this exes and jealousy, this could just be, you know, cycles. This says sick and tired, cycles. So this could be something that keeps recurring. This person could have these kind of patterns in their love life, and you could have these patterns in your love life. So, and then that could create anxious avoidant, push pull, all this crap, and it could switch. You could switch between the roles, control, power struggles, whatever. So Gemini, you can easily just detach, met, that's not how they are, and this is who I am. I'm secure, safe, loved, adored. They absolutely are like this. We have the most perfect relationship, etc. If you don't want them at all, you don't need to put your focus into it. And that's why I told you guys, it's totally, everything is within your choice. They've got pictures missing you. You both have Judgment cards. So it keeps getting, there's a revival. It's like push, pull, walk away, hold on, trust issue, contemplation, unsure, push, guys, can't make it up. Push, pull, power struggles, stubborn, imbalance. Okay, so if you say they're stubborn, they'll never change, you keep collapsing the same result or the version, your perception is that this is what keeps happening, but it is you, okay? And I don't care, guys, it's a different channel, kind of a tarot channel, all right? I teach you law of assumption. So then you need to be like, no, they're not stubborn, they're stubborn about me. They are so in love with me, and they show up as perfection. Tweak the behaviors however you want with persistence and discipline with your mind, imagination. We don't need to get angry and throttle the version that we keep reselecting and reselecting that is undesirable, unpreferable, guys. And everyone, as you push out, so work on self-concept, you know, so you don't keep reselecting, like, or have some kind of an assumption that people don't show up and give you everything, or are not trustworthy, or whatever, you know. I mean, you both seem to be triggering the same insecurity in this one version in this moment, but just shift it. I mean, I hope that helped, Gemini. I'll just get a romance angel, because that's from my sub that says that they like romance angels. Okay, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So can you, like, get out of your own way? I mean, let go, guys. Let go of control issues, power struggles. Okay, so here's the thing, Gemini. You absolutely do have all the control through the mind. You don't need to control the person. This is where this devil card, this is the push-pull and the obsession and the control, and then the emotional block and all this kind of stuff. The control issues is we need to control our thoughts and who we're being, and our assumptions, and they're your mirror. They must mirror back that. That's what you need to control. You don't need to manipulate or control the 3D, how you've perceived from a previous identity, and you can shift in a moment. You just need to step into version of Gemini that's preferable and reselect. So check out my course, guys. I'm super excited about it. Shifted, if you're interested, where I really do take you through the fundamentals, how to manifest, get that ultimate self concept, step really into your power, yeah, I'm really proud that it launched this week. So looking forward to seeing you guys there if you join me, and otherwise I love you guys so much. I hope that this resonated for some of you, and in essence guided some of you either way, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time.